the shadows of the night we stand our ground. Whispers of the lost, their cries resound. The CPS Punisher with truth as our shield. We'll fight for the children, their wounds revealed. The system spinning tales, painted lies on the child of many lost. Will you heed the calls? Herbert's guiding light, Vinny sharp insight. Together we shine, bringing truth into the light. No more silence, we raise our voice. We're the warriors, standing strong, fighting for justice where we all belong. In a world that's lost its way, we won't let them win. Together we'll rise, let the healing begin. No more silence, we raise our voice. We're the warriors, standing strong, fighting for justice where we all belong. In a world that's lost its way, we won't let them win. Together we'll rise, let the healing begin. Behind closed doors, the truth gets twisted. False claims and betrayal, so many lives enlisted. Those judges wear blindfolds and kangaroo courts, but we will uncover their heartless retorts. Families torn apart by insidious schemes. Mothers in anguish, drowning in dreams. With every step we take, we forge a new path. Education as our weapon, igniting their wrath. This is our country, our stories untold. We're the warriors, standing strong, fighting for justice where we all belong. In a world that's lost its way, we won't let them win. Together we'll rise, let the healing begin. We're the warriors, standing strong, fighting for justice where we all belong. In a world that's lost its way, we won't let them win. Together we'll rise, let the healing begin. We're the warriors, standing strong, fighting for justice where we all belong. In a world that's lost its way, we won't let them win. Together we'll rise, let the healing begin. We're the warriors, standing strong, fighting for justice where we all belong. In a world that's lost its way, we won't let them win. Together we'll rise, let the healing begin.
Psalm 127:3. Children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from Him. This suggests children are a precious gift from God to be valued and cared for.
In the United States, a child a minute is taken into DHS, CPS, and so on custody. The reality is their pics are already selected, you just don't know it. Being perfect no longer matters. It's what the adopting families are looking for.
Who is it stealing the children, you ask?
From caseworker to the White House, the buck stops at all levels, just not where it is supposed to be. The services your family needs, we the people have paid for to ensure your reunification. Title IV says, reunify at all costs. United, we stand means nothing to us when it comes to family values. Children are being ripped away from their families. Parents are reverting to addictive behaviors to cover the pain. The trauma caused by child removal is just being recognized, and the results are atrocious. Termination of parental rights is not healthy for anyone, just profitable for the people enforcing the lie.
It's time Washington listens to the cries of our children, the wails of their mothers, and the rage growing in the fathers. These are our children. Keep your damn hands off them. We are coming to act on the behalf of the children God gave us to protect, and you kidnapped.
They are being made to be the victim of a situation they are not involved, and then sent to a foster home where they again are reintroduced to trauma of being the oddball. Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem. George Washington never thought of children as pawn in the game of freedom and American values, and never had he wanted to sell them. They were from his maker, his creator. Our children are being run down for no other reason than the profits being made in some way. Somehow these government agencies make money hand over fist day in and day out. They have you go to classes that they are billing for, and there is no viable reason for you to attend. Yet when you hear an update, CPS tells you that you're further away from when you started. Reunification is your goal, not theirs. And after you go through 12+ months of grueling, painstaking classes and meetings, all while getting the slimmest amount of time to visit your child, and even worst, you are always supervised, never alone again with your child. It's awful. How do they feel, do you think?
Where's the outrage? Why is nobody standing up for these families being torn apart by CPS?
Please don't tell me you're going to put all your bets on this superhero. You grown-ups are supposed to be coming to his rescue. Stop ignoring this problem. There is nothing more I can say to any of you. Please fight CPS and help those who have lost so much they can help themselves.
That's me in the very beginning. Now I am a baby and getting zoomed from my mom to my birthday. I don't remember a lot about my younger life, but I remember it was fun and I felt so safe. My mom and dad always happy. I guess my mom's sister was mad that my dad was so great, so she called the police and said he hit my mom. We were all reading and they came. I heard my dad yelling, "There's no way!" My mom was crying loudly. Some lady took us away. The court said my parents abused and neglected us. They only loved us. The caseworker lied. I never saw my parents again. I'm still hoping one day they come. I am a victim of CPS and so are my parents. We need to find justice in all of this madness for all of us that are being abused. It's not fair. Every kid I know has a mom and dad. I know they miss me. I bet they fight every day for me to come home.
Don't get caught like us. Know your rights.
In the United States, CPS makes upwards of $3 billion per day on trafficking and selling our children. The corruption may start with the caseworker, but goes through the judicial system, passing the governor through the Senate, and into the White House. The entire system has a hand in the business known as CPS.
Our children are stolen every minute of a 24-hour day. They are being robbed of their innocence, their trust, their happiness. As parents, we are isolated and betrayed by a government we trust. States are balancing budgets on kids' lives. Only 12% of the kids taken will be reunified. Title IV funding is being riveted with fraud.
We need to stop CPS and abolish CPS.com is leading the way. Join us.
Welcome to Friday evening CPS Victims Hunting Justice. Let me get a little bit bigger here. There I am. All right, CPS Victims Hunting Justice. I'm your host, CPS Punisher, and we are here. It is Friday night, and we're running a little bit short tonight on some of our people. We will just leave it with that. But I'll tell you what, CPS is definitely they're definitely putting their best foot forward and trying to dismantle and hurt a bunch of us. There's no doubt about it. So what we need to do is push back stronger and harder than they do. These are the times where, you know, the people like us that come out and show the support for all of you who are needing us and our support and our whatever we can give you, your education or your strengths or whatever. But sometimes we need a little pushback too. I'm thinking that you'll figure out what's going on here tonight by the way of who's at the show. But that's really all I want to say. So if you guys could push a little bit of your positive energy into the show tonight for one of them that won't be here, or for any of us that need help on this side of the fence, we'd really appreciate that. So that being said, let's do this. Let's get this Friday night on. Herbert.
Doing? How are you, Darren?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay.
All right, good. Hey, let's wait till you. I don't know what Carrie's going to want to talk about. I'm hoping that she wants to talk about some of what we were just talking about. But let's see. Hey, Carrie, how are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. I thought you got a T-shirt on. Now you're not even on the camera.
I know because Colton was just in here.
Oh, right. So what's going on? Anything good?
No, nothing good. Nothing
good. Bad though?
Yes. School sucks.
Yeah, no doubt there. I'm glad I'm not in it anymore. But definitely, absolutely. These schools are starting to get out of control. You know, like they think that they can do whatever they want. I had a woman today call me, and she was looking for some assistance, and she has 8 kids between the ages of 8 months and 14 years old. They're from the Dominican Republic, and they came and took their kids for a ridiculous reason. I read the reports and everything, and it's absolutely, the family actually called on them and said that they didn't agree with their disciplining techniques. So they took all the kids, and they're now forcing 8 of them to be vaccinated. That's just absolutely ridiculous. That's asinine. That's they're going too far. They're going too far with all of this stuff. And I mean, what else do you do? I mean, how do you flex a muscle back at this? You know, like, what do you do? You know, like, the schools are getting away doing whatever they want to do. They got CPS around every corner. They got CPS involved in all the medical situations going on in this world. You know, they've got doctors in there lying about patients so that they can go ahead and steal the kids from the hospitals. You know, like these, they're lying now, and they're testing parents' placentas and their bloods and all this stuff so that they can get drug analysis back on these things so they can take the children right away. You know, this
the younger they are, the better they are.
It's out of control.
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
I mean, I don't know what more it's going to take for people to see this. The government's, they're not just messing with people that mess up. Let's make that clear, right? They're not just messing with hooligans and things like that, you know, like, oh, they're junk box and this type of stuff and everything. They're messing with everybody. They're not. It's not isolated anymore to these people. They are stealing children, straight up stealing kids, and everybody covering up for them. Every aspect of everything is covering up for them. Schools covering up for them, saying that they don't know about stuff, writing false reports so that they don't get caught up in stuff. Doctors and nurses calling CPS, letting them know that this stuff happens, pushing through these drug tests of the placentas and all of this stuff to get these results back for people that they know that can't fight them.
Right.
And they steal their kids. So, I mean, what's it going to take? What's it going to take?
They don't care about the kids because all they're doing is traumatizing them.
What they care about the kids is the dollar signs that they get from these kids. That's what they care about. They don't care about their education. They don't care about their well-being, because if they cared about their well-being, they would vet the places, the foster homes and all of that stuff that they put them in. They would put them in 25 places that you have listed on your paper that says, look, one of these 25 places will be just fine for my kid while we figure this out. They don't do that. They go right away from it. Why do they go away from it? Because they don't want you to have a relationship with your kid so they can take your kid. You won't know where your kid is if they go anywhere else but with those people.
Yeah. It's scary. It's way
scary.
The
police are all in on this stuff. The police are involved with this stuff. You know, like they're going after these minuscule street-level drug dealers that are just trying to get a coin in their pocket. They're still working full-time in this stuff, and then going after them and then tearing their families apart, putting them in jail, taking their kids, all of this stuff.
When they don't even know the whole situation.
No, and they should be thankful for them because they're giving them a job.
That's the funny part with my issue is that that's who's backing me the most are the cops in 2 different districts.
Well, that's good.
Because they know me and they've seen the change in me, that I'm not the person I used to be when I was doing criminal acts or whatever. And they see a big difference and they back me. And then the school cop also backing me, which is incredible. It's a weird feeling though. It's different.
Wrong,
it's a different feeling. Yeah, it feels like it's wrong, but it's not. But it's nice though too, because it just reinforces that I am different. I'm a changed person and I'm not who I used to be. And yeah, that should be obvious to everybody. It should be obvious to everybody that I'm different than what I am on paper.
Right. And that's the thing too. They look back and they're not supposed to be able to use that past against you. They're not supposed to be able to use all of that stuff against you. But I'll be damn thing that come when they do these investigations. All your your criminal record is stapled right to the front of that report. You know.
Well, look at Vinny. They tried using his juvenile. They used his juvenile record against him. That's never happened.
Court documents, right? Sealed court documents.
Yeah.
Wow, that's freaking ridiculous.
It's horrible. It doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense.
So, I mean, this is the question then for everybody that's watching. What do we do? What's the move? What's the next move? What's the move that needs to be done here? Because I'm at a standstill right now. Hey, Debbie, how are you? I'm at a standstill with what is the next move? What is there? And if you're going to watch this in a rerun, guys, put it down in the comments, right down below here, and tell us, what do we have to do? Herbert, I think we have to.
Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy. How are you, Tommy?
Fine. How are you? Yeah, Herbert was my hero yesterday. He called me right at the right time and helped me figure out who to talk to and get to the right person. It was awesome.
Herbert playing his police role.
Yep, he did good. He did awesome because I got right to that right person I needed.
Yeah,
and talked your ear off.
His way through a switchboard.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Switchboard champion.
Yes. That definitely is his dog right there.
Yeah. I talked to Connie today for a little while. She called me.
How's she doing?
She's doing well. She's in Washington. She's going to come do an interview with us here within the next week or so. So that's cool. We'll have Connie on.
Yeah, she's making big moves on that fraud thing.
Yep. Yeah, she's doing well. She didn't Yeah, Tammy, that's what we've been trying to do. I've been trying to get a whole bunch of people on this channel.
Yeah, so share,
like, share, come in, have your own show. I mean, I got 24 hours in a day, and we use 1 or 2 hours of it at this point. So if you know anybody that wants to come in here and they can hold up the microphone and they can do this and make a viable product for us to put out there so people want to at least come to the channel and not avoid it, then absolutely send them my way. Send them Carrie's way. She's secretly the one that watches and checks all my emails and stuff.
Yeah. But don't call me a secretary.
Right. Secretary. So send them in. We'll do it. Let's get this channel loaded up. I mean, I don't remember which one of you put up I don't know which one of you put up the thing about the protest tomorrow. And
I wish that worked. I don't feel like that works.
it doesn't work, but you know what it does? At least it shows presence. I agree. And as long as you guys do it in a way that is respectful and it's done with dignity and it's done with, don't be sitting there telling F people this, F people that, people walking by you spitting on them and all that. That's not the message you want to send. You don't want to be the crazy Yahoo like they are all saying that we are.
Going to jail is not a good stance.
Hello, Debbie. How are you, Debbie?
Herbert's our official greeter for the so everybody, you will be said hello to by Herbert. That's great. That's good stuff, Herbert. I like that. The awareness is very good.
He's definitely our outgoing person. Our interview person.
Herbert's so mad. He's been so slow on the show. He's got to do something now. He's taking his third hat to be the greeter now. Well, they do that on look, we don't even have enough people so we could do the super chat thing or anything. Don't they do that like on super chat or something? You put like $5 in, they say your name or some stupid thing like that. So that's like Herbert. Every $1 donation, we get Herbert to say your name. Right?
We just need about 800 more subscribers for that.
Is that how many more we need?
Yeah, I think so.
Really, we're trying to get to 500 people. We're trying to get to that first milestone. Herbert, how many shows have we done?
We have to do a multiplication of 5 days a week. We got what, four weeks in a month? 52 weeks. Jesus, and then there's the weekend shows. It's quite a few.
I mean, we've been a year anyway, haven't we?
Over a year. Well over a year.
And we've never missed a night, right? We've never played a rerun.
260.
Nope. Yeah, there's 260. No, we never did a rerun.
No, never. Maybe late, but it's always live.
Sure. But hey, did you guys see that I have a book out? Did you guys see that?
Yes, it's an awesome book.
Did you read it? Did I?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. You get order it on Amazon.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Stay calm. CPS is coming.
Yeah, it's did you check it out yet, Carrie? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah, it's great. I like it.
Did you? For real? Did you?
Yes, I did.
Was there anything? Because I'm going to do a revised model of it, so I'd love to hear some. Anybody that reads
your new idea is better. I think your new idea for doing a kid book for kids to read of why they're taken is a better. When I was younger, and I found out I was adopted at birth, my grandma, who was a school teacher, my adoptive grandma, she read me a book that was called "Why Was I Adopted," and I'll never forget that book. It really broke it down. I mean, for as young as I was, I think I was 7 or 8 when I found out. So to know that as 7 or 8, it's really confusing. Your emotions are all over. You don't know how to feel about it. And she read that book to me, and she lived in Canada, so she read it to me on the phone and then sent it to me. And it really meant a lot. I mean, I still remember it. I'm 45 now, and I still remember it. So it meant a lot. And it really put it in perspective for me. It made me understand it.
Right.
More than any explanation anybody else was giving me. I didn't understand anything they were saying. You
told me that, because now I'm going to make sure that I let you read it before it goes out to the publishing. So we'll see what we can add. Tammy, you're right. The stuff screws with your whole life. It ruins your life. It will ruin you for the rest of your life, whether you get your child back or not. That doesn't matter, because you still are going to have the nightmare that you're going through. You still will never feel safe again. You'll never feel like you're safe enough for your children. Like this, what it does to you. It just tears you apart. And this is the things that I've been working on too. And I get Jen a lot that I haven't spoken about lately and all of this, just because I've been working towards certain goals to get to a point. But is that the sign did I send you that sign? No, I didn't. I thought that was the warning sign behind you that I sent you. But anyway, so I'm working. I'm So my wife and I got certified in body code and emotion code testing, and learning how to do that. And we did that for what we got certified in was for people that were in the MK Ultra um, testing and all of that stuff. That got under the MK Ultra test
Mhm.
subjects. As like mind control and all of those things, as a child that the government did and the CIA openly admits that he did, and for people of SNA, so SRA, I'm sorry. Um, so I've decided to take it a step further and now try to use the emotion code and the muscle code and the testing and all of that stuff, and use that to get the blockers out caused by CPS. So
It's a good
the
idea.
emotional blockage, because this stuff, no one is talking about what the detrimental, what's happening to us as people when we do this. Like I myself personally, like I used to dream about things. I used to have goals. I used to, like I would say, for instance, oh, what are we going to do this weekend? I couldn't even remember the last time that I cast that out and said to my wife, what are we going to do this weekend? Because we do the same thing every weekend. I sit behind here. I try to drum up a way to get our daughter home. I come out. I try to, educate everybody around us, talk to everybody. Like this is a full time job for sure.
I mean,
Just what we're doing. But that's it. Like there's no life for me anymore. There's no life. There's no nothing. Like even my oldest daughter, she's not around as much. She doesn't, like she's got her own thing that she's doing. Apparently, she doesn't want to be around mom and dad. So, like for us, we've just been kind of like cast aside. We're not even the old people yet.
right.
We're not ready for the iceberg and the polar bear yet. Like that's not our life has been dismantled from us because of what CPS has done. To the point of like you're scared. Like I don't know when the last time any of you had a cop come up behind you when you were driving, but you almost shit your pants. Just because the government scares you so damn much that they have so much power to take your kid away from you, to put you in jail, to do all of this stuff. It's just debilitating to you. They should give you paid Social Security for the rest of your life for being disabled when this happens.
PTSD.
That's,
And that's
and it,
exactly what it is.
right. And it should be an increased amount because this is induced by the state themselves. They did this.
And then if you do have another child like I did, then the whole time you're just paranoid. You're paranoid to go to the store. You're paranoid to when they're in school. And like my whole issue right now is the school messing with me, and they played off that vulnerability. They played off that big time.
Because they knew that you were going to leave things alone. Like you're not going to make a scene but they don't know you obviously that well.
Yeah, obviously not, because I'm going to be the first.
But I'm assuming, right? Like they think that you're not going to say anything. You've got CPS history. They're not going to even mess with us because they don't want to lose this kid, right? Like so.
Right.
It's out of control what they can do to you and what they're able to do to you. The mind games, the mind tricks, the physical exhaustion that you go under. I mean, like who here that go with as a child in CPS sleeps a regular night? Who goes to bed in their bedroom? Like I couldn't even tell you the last time I slept in my bed. Like where we fall asleep is where we fall asleep, whether it's in the office or in the living room or whatever. Maybe once in a while we'll make it up to the bedroom, but neither of us will go up there alone. You know what I mean? So it's like no one. It's always like which one of us are going to get the. They say that the government says we're the United States government. We're here to help, right? Famous last words. You got that right, Debbie. Like who goes there? I mean, if you guys have these same problems, put yourselves down in the light in the column below. Write some stuff about it and put it in the comments. See if we can do something to help you. I'm more than willing.
No matter what stage you're at, we're all, we've all been through it, and we know it. We get it. Like I thought I was done with it with CPS. I thought it was over, and I thought just stay off the radar, and I'm good. But it didn't matter because of my past. It's still gonna haunt me. But
did you try? Was that the thing? Was that what you tried to do? Is just go low and slow and just kind of
but I kind of did that too, just to keep myself straight and narrow and not stay out of trouble and not be tempted or whatever. But it kept me good. But it also, that was also part of the reason, just to stay out of everybody's hair. I mean, because I've had people calling on me that were just mad at me and call CPS, and then because of my past, it haunts me and it messes with me more. And I'm surprised this time that they just didn't come remove him, just based on my past. And I think she was going to, but I think after talking to me, she's, you know, and I told her, the only reason I'm talking to you is to tell you how severely autistic he is, and you better have 10 people to take care of him, because there's no way a foster family that doesn't know him can do it. So, and all of my family works. They all have jobs, and there's no way that they could do, I mean, take him right now. I mean, I've got people set up if I passed away or something, or got in an accident or something like that, but it'd be with his dad. It wouldn't be on their own, you know? And it would, yeah, it'd be a whole different situation then, but I don't have anybody that could temporarily take him just because CPS wants to remove him. It would take him out of the school district and everything, and that wouldn't be okay. But then again, it might be because of what they're doing at school. So,
yeah, that's up to you if you want to get into that or not. I'm not going to lead you into those questions. If you want to speak about it, then you can go ahead. But I'm going to allow you to.
It doesn't bug me to talk about it because I'm going to put it on blast no matter what. I don't care how I do it. I'm definitely not going to be quiet about it. That's for sure.
If you want to go ahead and put it on blast, that's fine. I'm just not going to lead you to it because I don't know how you feel about it and all of that. So, you want to talk about it, you go right ahead. Feel free to.
Yeah, Tammy, you're not the only one on this channel. There are other people on the channel.
Right, it's broadcast on Facebook, Darren, and where else do you broadcast on?
Twitch, Facebook, X, a couple times on different Facebooks, a couple times on different YouTubes. No, but I think what she's saying is, am I the only one on this channel? She's saying her, meaning is she the only one watching? Is she the only one that does this? Surprisingly enough, the live shows, I think, first of all, that they lie about the number of people that are watching to discourage people from watching the show. But you'll go back and we look through our numbers. Obviously, every day we check through and see what our analytics say and all of that stuff. And we'll get on average anywhere from 200 to 500 people a day that are coming through and watching reruns, which is really good. I mean, more would be better, but so it doesn't show that type of stuff. So the answer is maybe you are the only one right now, Tammy, but that doesn't say so either. There's more than that, but bring some friends. I mean, you have people, right? So get them in here.
Some of us leave like 4 TVs on, sign on different names just to bring the numbers up because it helps our show.
We know that there's 4 channels on, and then they won't even show up if they played here. So that's
3 in my house.
Is there anything that, Tammy, is there anything you would like to share with us or share your story with us? Maybe we can have you come on.
Yeah, come on into the ring, Tammy. Get the ring of fire.
Yeah, it is the ring of fire, definitely.
Ring of fire. So yeah. But yeah, and also, like I said, if you know anybody that's looking to try to do interview show style like this or something along the lines of this, we are more than willing to open arms and open the doors to them and give them time on our platform so that they can produce a viable project for you guys to hear and listen. It's got to be something, and it's got to be, I know, maybe, you know what, maybe that would be a good show. Maybe like a one-time get up and do your CPS story type deal. I've seen a company out of Massachusetts today that helps with that stuff, helps you navigate and narrate your story about CPS and to put it into, like a form for your affidavits and things like that. It's pretty nifty. I'll release that when I learn a little bit more about it and get in contact with them. But it seemed like a really neat resource to have. And and not very expensive either. From what I gathered. If you have a hard time with trying to tell your story and put it in line. That's hard too. There's so much that goes on into your CPS story that, you forget about things. And if you don't have someone sitting there keeping you in line, you could be in the left field before you even know it. You've lost the main point of the story, 20 minutes ago. And you're
right. That's what I do.
It's nice to have people like this company sit there and give you a smack on the side or something to make sure that that you're going in the same direction still. So
we take suggestions on anything that's actions that that are proven effective or that you think are effective or whatever. We're willing to listen to those too.
Yeah.
Anything like Definitely. I'd rather be doing something than here talking about it.
Oh, Jesus. Urban Dog's killing us. All right, we
Right.
made it up. We made it safe. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to pull up a. You know what? Is someone in here? Is Lynn in here? Lynn is here. Oh, wow. I didn't even see it. Lynn. Miss Lynn.
Where is she?
She's here.
Yeah.
There she is.
How are you?
Could be better.
I
Right.
bet.
We haven't said anything, so that's up to you if you want to say anything. We were leaving it alone, and we would give you, if you want to, you can go ahead and tell everyone what's up. If you don't want to, then that's fine. We can leave it at that. But everybody's thinking about you and Vinny for sure. And you know, our best to Vinny. And I'll leave it with that. But if you want to give an update or whatever, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, well, he got arrested at work today. They used some excessive force to arrest him. And they said he violated his bail conditions by being at work.
That is ridiculous.
Didn't he have permission to go to work? Didn't he say? Because I remember he mentioned he had permission to go to work and go home.
Yes.
And it's within the bounds, right? The work is like within the miles that he can be in.
It's the only place he could actually go to work. There's not very many places around our house where you can work. You have to travel to work.
Right, that's what I thought too.
Wow.
So there's no reason for that.
No, even his attorney says it makes no sense whatsoever. And of course, can't do anything till Monday, so.
It doesn't make enough sense for him to work his time to get him out of that jail cell this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Because now there's no bail?
Now there's no bail.
Anything else that upcoming hearing, right? You guys have that Tuesday.
That's crazy.
So everybody, if you can give...
Crazy part to me is the part where who said he had permission to go to work?
The judge.
It's in their order.
Yeah,
the judge said he could go to work, he could go to appointments, and he could go to court date.
But he didn't have like a probation officer to check in with, or a resource officer or anything like that, right?
Nope.
And no ankle bracelet, which makes
no
sense.
No, it doesn't. But I just don't get it. The judge gave him permission to go to work. And why are we placing him under arrest, a warrant for him? It's not making.
Under zealous police people or something, maybe? I don't know. I mean, that's overzealous, I guess. I mean, why would they?
They also threatened to tase him. They jumped over the counter at work, threw him up against the fridge, and one of the cops kicked him in the back. And then he's got a screwed up wrist from them putting the cuffs on too tight.
Because they're looking at it, who he is on paper.
Yeah.
They're profiling him.
And there's witnesses, because at work, they did it right at work. So there's work witnesses. And then they also have cameras that work in that place.
So now he's probably going to lose his job because they did this at work.
Well, hopefully not, because of the way he was treated, and they see it as an unjust thing. Hopefully they hang on to that, you know? But I would get that footage as soon as you can, Lynn.
Yeah, I'm going to see about trying to get it tomorrow before I go into work. And
FOIA the body cams, too.
I asked him if he thought they had the body cams on, and he's like, I don't know.
I would request him anyway.
Maybe that's what those...
Yeah. They probably had the body cams on. But I don't know why they went through all of that, because you go in, you identify the person, you say, come on, behind the counter, and then that's it. Unless Vinny put up some opposition.
Well, They said they were there to arrest him for being at work because it was a bail violation, and he said, "You don't have the right to arrest me.
All
This is
right.
under my bail conditions that I'm allowed to
All right.
work."
And he
All
just
right. That's it right there.
what
Once
happened.
he says you don't have the right to arrest me, now all hell breaks loose.
But they didn't.
And I have a feeling they did this only because he has a bail amendment on Tuesday, and they didn't want that to get amended.
So
Because
let's
it was a state cop that came all the way from Augusta to come down here with 2 Wyndham police officers to arrest him.
Is his charges out of Augusta? I don't
Yeah.
understand the connection there. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's
Because
strange.
it's through the Augusta CPS Kennebec County.
But the criminal is out of where the county you live in, right?
Yes, Cumberland.
So that Augusta cop shouldn't even been there, right, Herbert?
No, they're going to accompany. They should accompany. Well, the Augusta cop, that's the out of town cop, right?
Yeah, the
So-
Augusta is the main state police detective.
Okay. So, and the judge is a part of Augusta?
The judge that let him out on bail with the saying he could, go to work and to appointments and stuff, he's out of Cumberland.
Which is where they live.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why the Augusta folks would get involved. But you just explained to me the rough up. As soon as he says, you don't have the right to arrest me, that's when all hell breaks loose.
They didn't have the right to kick him in the back, though. He already has a bad back. If they paralyze him...
Oh, he has...
No, I didn't say they had the right to do any of that. I'm just telling you, when he says you don't have the right to arrest me, that's when all hell breaks loose.
That's the same thing as resisting, right?
They're letting their power go to their head, and I'm tired of police officers thinking they're above the law when they are not. They serve
is that that's their justification for it, though, is what Herbert's saying, is that that's resisting to them. That's how they take it.
Well, maybe they should have shown him. I don't even think they showed him a warrant to come get him either. They just said they were there on bail violation. That's it.
Yeah,
so that's what we need to find out. If there was a warrant, right?
And see, they're not the ones for Vinny to discuss anything. They're not going to explain anything. It's the judicial system that has to talk to them. But once Vinny says, you don't have the right to do this to me or that to me or whatever, that just gives them the license and privilege to do what they want to do, right there on the spot.
They went into his work 3 times this week to get his work schedule and when he clocked in and when he clocked out. They knew he was working. He's been working since July.
Yeah.
Why didn't they arrest him in July if it was a bail violation?
Well, maybe they just found out, but if it was a bail, but see, the judge said he could work. That's the part that gets me confused.
Right. The judge said he could go to work and go to appointments.
It's in the order like that, right?
Do you have a copy
of the order in front of me? All I have is what the bail bondsman scribbled out, and
so on there,
his lawyer does have the whole thing at his office, so he's going to look into it on Monday when he gets back to work.
Well, maybe we'll have it ready for him before he even gets to work Monday. We can figure out something.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Right. This is ridiculous. But definitely I would request them body cams as soon as you can. And I think you can do it online too.
Yeah, FOIA, we'll do the FOIA for that.
I can help you do it, Lynn.
What the?
To help you out.
Time? Lynn, did he have? He didn't have it because this. Did he have a time amount that he could work or anything, or was there a time schedule that he could be on?
No. All he had to do was just tell his lawyer that he was working and let him know what his schedule was, and that was it. And his schedule's been basically the same every week, so he hasn't really had to change it. He just has to say, schedule's the same as last week.
Right. And to our knowledge, we know that he's done that.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that.
This week to get a schedule too. That's suspect right there.
I'm really sorry to hear that, because when I first heard about how they roughed him up, I'm saying Vinny's so docile. He's just so, you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't. I can't see him putting up a big resistance on this.
No.
He filed
And
that writ
then when
yesterday,
his coworker messaged me after I had gotten home because I left work early because I was at work too when this happened, except we don't work in the same spot, just in the same area, like the same parking lot area.
Yeah, yeah.
And he came over and he was hyperventilating, and he's like, Vinny just got arrested.
Oh,
So
wow.
he messaged me after I got home, and he's like, I could hear the fear in his voice when he told me to go let you know.
Wow.
It's horrible.
So what do we do? Do we sit dormant and wait, Lynn? Like, what are you asking us to help you with this thing, or are you want to just wait and see what happens, or this is really your call.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of just jumped the gun there. Darren's right.
No,
I mean, if
like
you think you can help with something, that would be helpful, because I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
okay. That
Has Vinny tried to reach out to call you? Because they do allow him to make a phone call.
Yeah, he called me once already today. So he's going to be calling me tomorrow, but I'll be at work.
Yeah.
So I'll have a bud in my ear, because at the part of the place I work will be closed when he calls.
Okay.
I just have to clean.
I'll send you my bat phone number, or my direct line number, if you want to if you want to get
Chris, we agree. That's what we want to do, is help him. Definitely.
So, yeah, and any paperwork that you have from him that is relevant to this stuff, if you could email me that would be huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll help us write up anything we need to write up.
Right. Debbie says it sounds like another judge might have signed it and told him he couldn't work, but that's not. We don't know anything, right?
No.
I think the judge copy in there.
Didn't you guys just go to the hearing the other day?
Yes.
Yeah, that judge said he wasn't willing to touch that bail and amend it. He wants the actual judge who amended it the first time to go over it, and that's why he had another hearing this coming Tuesday.
So they probably said that they reverted the bail back to the original state, right? They mess up in the paperwork.
That could be it. That could be it. Darren's right. That could be absolutely it.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it to me.
Because what
Nobody
they did,
even said anything.
that bail remains, so he's not going to touch it, so it's going to remain the same. The bail order itself probably came out. It didn't have the amended things for the jobs on it. So now the bail thing that they got, the new bail paperwork that they got for him said, whatever, inside, can't leave the house, it said the original bail order. Bet you $1 million. That's probably what's going on there. But
and they left him out of the loop. They didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Well, they filed the wrong paper because he already had it amended. They just put the original. I had 9 bail orders in my case when I was doing this stuff, and every one of them we had to constantly. There was quite a few times that my wife had to come to my rescue and argue that I could do such and such things because the bail order said I couldn't. I said no, he can. It says it right here, but I had to find that specific bail order.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying. So, yeah, if you have those, Lynn, if you could email those, that would be cool. Right, he should be able to come right out. Absolutely should.
The bad thing is it's Friday, and that's why they did it on Friday. It's usually how kids does it too. They remove your kids on Fridays, so you can't do anything.
Search warrants on the weekend. They don't get. Yeah, the bail commissioner should be able to handle that. Like Mary just said that. It makes sense. The bail commissioner should be able to do that. I mean, this is his This is his deals.
How does it work up there? Like, do you
Bail
guys pay, like here we pay 10% of whatever the bail is, like your
cash
bail's
here.
50,000, you pay 5,000,
It's cash.
you know? Right.
Unless the case gets turned federal, it's cash. That's it. So yeah, that's a great idea right there. The bail dude. There's like 5 of them throughout the state. I probably know half of them.
So you got rapport with them. That's good. Right?
Yeah, they've gotten some money. They've gotten their $60 commission from me quite a few times.
Right? My bail bondsman was my neighbor, so I was always lucky.
Just twice. So, all right, well, we'll look into that stuff then for now. I guess this means that we're gonna have to have an after show.
Yep.
Sounds there. So when we talk about the after shows, guys, if anybody wants them, I'll put a link up. If you guys can help out in this situation at all, I'll put a link up in this one here, and I'll put it in the chat right now. So anybody that can help us out with this. Obviously, if you're watching a rerun, it won't matter to you. It won't work. But at least for now, if you can help us and you've got some input on this, then you can join us in the after show. I'll do a link right now for it. We are on Vinny's Saturday nights, but obviously Vinny is going to be occupied.
Right. Lynn, do you want to do a show tomorrow?
Sundays we have the Tiff and Punisher show on at 7 o'clock in the evening, and then Mondays back to Tiff and the Punisher, and then CPS Victims, Honey Justice. So yeah, I mean we're building it. Like I said, Tammy, we'll wait for you to get better after your stroke. You can get in here and give it a go. So we'll give you a lot of
chat too.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Chris says she wants to.
Yeah. Chris is full of hair right now, seems like. So, well, that's good. That's all good. So, like I said, CPS is just going to be just out of control. Just when you think things are kind of like looping around, you got your situation, you got that lady's situation, you got Vinny's situation. And they love to do it all on Fridays, so the courts get jammed up. It just gives you that weekend to ponder and just, it drives you insane. It's not as bad as being in there for the weekend.
And of course, they're actually doing this because I have visits on Monday. I have a 2-hour drive.
Oh.
And then I've got to make it to his bail hearing or whatever this hearing is on Monday for 1 o'clock in Portland. They're lucky her visit is 9:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning. It gives me time to get from Waterville to Portland.
That's crazy.
I bet they're trying to do that to see if I would choose him over her.
Oh my, you're probably exactly right. That makes sense.
I don't think they also realize how fast I can drive.
Bless your heart.
That's there. That is true fact.
Yeah, this is way messed up. Another thing I wanted to tell everybody too that I just found out. Sorry, it's a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to inform people. Check into how your public schools are ran if your kids are in school, because I'm finding out that CPS is right over them.
Yeah,
and that's a new thing.
I mean, are you finding in your research that it kind of runs in line with what our guest James said right there?
Oh my God. When I look for things in my state, which is Iowa, everything loops you right back to the DHS website, no matter what you're looking up.
Oh, okay,
and it won't even loop you back to the topic that you're on. It loops you back to the child care assistance page. It's really strange. And I'm not the only one that happened to. The school psychologist, that happened to her too. She knew exactly what I was talking about when I said that. So, and it's just insane how much authority and control that they have over things they should have nothing to do with.
Right. If you got in trouble and you were at your house and you and your husband were fighting just verbally and it was no signs of abuse or whatever, and you were putting on your and so you were sitting there and you're trying to figure out what's going on with the kid, they're going to tell you that it's a civil matter and that they can't interfere.
Right.
Please.
Yeah.
But now, like they're turning in and they're being involved in all of this stuff. It's ridiculous. So like they're getting power that they shouldn't have. Like so, this CPS monster is just growing and growing and growing, and the police are gladly supporting them in this stuff. It's just insane how this just keeps getting more and more power fed to it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
almost
crazy.
a hard fight, the bigger it gets.
Right. It's I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the when I found that out. I just lost it. My heart's still in my stomach because I'm still scared, and
Right.
mine's not over yet. I got 10 more days. So,
Yeah.
and she hasn't investigated anything. She hasn't talked to none of the right people, and yeah.
Right.
It's insane.
Oh, takes me back.
Hey, Lynn, are you still there?
Yep.
Okay. If Vinny calls me collect, I'll take the call.
Okay. I don't know if I have your number, so you might have to shoot it to me.
I will
Okay.
too.
I will. Well, okay, Carrie, if you can shoot it, or do you have his phone? Where's his cell phone? No, Lynn, better yet, I have, no, I was giving your phone number. So I'll
Okay.
give you a call after the show.
Yeah, because his phone, I had to get him to let me know what his passcode was so I could turn it off so it wouldn't drive me absolutely nuts. Because
Right.
his noise was on.
Well,
And now
I
I've
have
completely
your,
forgotten it, so.
it's okay. I have, hey, Lynn, I have your phone number, so I'll call you.
Okay.
And I'll email you over our numbers too, so you've got them.
Okay.
No,
That way you get the email
I'll
too.
just be here emailing.
You'll just be there falling asleep.
Yeah. No, see, I stood up tonight. You see this? I made it through the whole night. Narcolepsy didn't get me once tonight.
I told him I just need a button to hit from here.
The problem is that button. But the problem is that my back's broken. So like when I stand up like this, I got to keep moving like this, so because it loosens my back up. Otherwise, it gets all tight and cramped, and I'm like, ugh. It's just really a stuck situation.
It's awesome getting old.
If I sit down, I literally can sit down for like 2 to 4 minutes, and you'll start seeing me fall asleep, and it sucks. So all my life I've just been standing up, and now I'm starting to feel the degradation of all of that stuff. So it's just like a constant reminder. It's great stuff.
It's gravity, Darren. It's gravity.
Awful things.
I hate that response.
Right? You've been the wrong way, and gravity's got you.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I'm glad I stayed. It's good.
This is why we laugh about it, though. That's the only way to cope with it.
Right? It's one of those emotion. I need an emotion thing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do my own emotion codes.
You're right.
Get those blocks out of me. And anybody else, if you guys want to try, we can get in touch and we can talk about some things. And I can try to see if I can do the body code and motion code testing on some of you guys. So see what we can come up with. And believe me, when you get through that and it's all done, and we've rectified your situations, you feel like $1 million freaking dollars. I'm like, kidding. It's amazing what it does to you and your body. Things you never even knew that you had or whatever, like they just, your body tells you where it is and you redo it. It's pretty wild. Seeing really good results with it. So yeah, that's that. But I'm doing this here. I got the meeting all set up for us here. I'm gonna put this up in the hoo-ha over here.
Did you send us all a link? Or where's it at in the chat?
I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Quick allow. There it is. Got it. Okay, here we go. Boom. Boom. All right, I'm gonna put it up in the chat. All right, everybody. Anybody that's out there that can help us out with this, here is the Google link right here. And those of you that I do have the your names, numbers, and you've been into the task force with us before, I will send you an invite yourself. Or my secretary can do it.
Assistant. I have a reputation, you know.
Do that, but I did. So sorry. Happened.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Oh. You know what? Where the hell is Durham been?
He's incognito at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's playing the old hide and seek game.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I see Arjun was here earlier. But, all right, there we go. That's
All
it, guys. There's the meet for the Google. All right, let's do some last words. Herbert, you want to start the last words?
Can't hear you.
You're muted.
Oh shit.
Sorry about that. Okay, learn all you can about Child Protective Services, and try to stay off their radar. And don't be. Somebody used the word cult in here. Don't become part of that cult, because as you see, I think I have a relationship, Darren, between Child Protective Services and the tax people, the IRS. You don't want to get on the IRS radar. You don't want to get on a CPS radar.
No, you don't.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, I thought so.
I like it.
Don't want those, that's for sure.
No.
Certainly don't. Hold on a minute. Okay, let's see. Lynn, do you want to do some last words?
Fuck CPS.
That's good enough.
I'm too tired to think anything.
Right?
That was good. That says it all.
Right. What about you, Carrie?
I think knowledge is power. I mean, I can't say that enough. And never trust in something you don't know anything about, such as me trusting the school when I should have done a lot of research first.
Yeah, I like that. I get it. You know what you're saying. Yep. Let's see here. What do I want mine to be? Let me see. Looking for something that's gonna make one of those cool things, because I wanted to follow suit with oh yeah, I have it over here. That's too long. See, when I'm awake, I don't can't find these things. Off that one. Let's see. All right, I'm following suit with Lynn on this, guys. We'll see you all on Sunday for Tiff and the Punisher. But as for us here, we're going into some hyper mode. Get Vinny out, free Vinny, and CPS Punisher. We're out of here.
Young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just the mom and cubs. They know that with dad out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem, stealing our kids. It's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.